The apartment. The apartment, Toastmaster Khalid Ismael.
Contest Chair, judges, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear guests, a warm good evening to you all.
Good evening.
Home is where the heart is. And like the heart, feeling at home is one of the most expensive things one can do wherever you are. And I learned that the hard way. Back in 2010, I made a life-changing decision. I would travel to Manila with my two best friends, Faisal, Roberto, all without parental supervision. The whole plan was in our hands. Every decision were at my fingertips. We had booked everything, except for one critical factor, the accommodation. Because everywhere we looked, everything was too expensive for the three musketeers. So, when the day came, when an offer arrived in our footsteps, it was an offer we couldn't refuse. It was a spacious 3-bedroom apartment with a large living room. It had large windows and 2 balconies. It was in a compound that had security. It was next to the 8th largest mall in Asia. It had food and transport readily available. And it came at a fine price of 90 dinars for a whole month. That is 30 BD for each for 3 musketeers. And it came with a special offer of no furniture. Wait, no furniture? Let's not think about it. Let's think about the positive points about this apartment. Why we should get it. 1, we're young. 2, we'd be too busy sightseeing, so we wouldn't be in the apartment anyways. 3, we were poor. But 4th, and the most important point, as men, we were men. Young, manly men that were capable of taking anything that life threw at us. So what could be the worst that could happen to us if we were in an apartment alone with no furniture for 1 month? It was the worst decision that we made in 2010. If you had seen the film 2012, which was a disaster film, wait till you have seen the film 2010, My Vacation. We arrived in Manila after a 14-hour flight. All of us are reaching our compound, which was covered in dense jungle. We took our bags and went through the place with no lights. And every nook and cranny, our bag would make a noise, and all the dogs would bark at us. The chickens would be following us and escorting us to our building, and there would be a lone horse, yes, a horse in a compound, laying waste. Unfortunately, as I walked past, the horse flicked its tail, and its remnants hit my shirt. I was 2 meters away, and it still hit me. Annoyed and disgusted, I reached my building, and it was 3 flights up, and there were no elevators. So I had to take my bag, all of us, up 3 flights, and only to be greeted by a lovely landlord who was waiting by the door. And what did he show us? A door with 6 locks, the biggest one the size of my fist. And I was thinking, why are there 6 locks? There is no furniture. So he opened the 6 locks and opened the door. And lo and behold, there was no furniture. I don't know what I expected. But all there was a fine layer of dust. It looked like someone was killed here many years ago. But I kept my reservations and went on. The landlord guided us to our rooms. And he guided to my room first. And as he opened the door, there was no bed. Floor. Okay. And on the wall, there was a reddish-brownish splash. And I was thinking, landlord, is that blood? No, sir. We tried to paint the wall, but we didn't have enough paint. How big was the paint bucket? A glass? No, sir. Economy. Okay. I didn't trust him at that point. But then he took us to the second room, where my cousin, Faisal, who was twice my size, opened the door and saw it was a room the size of a bathroom. And the only thing that he could say, I won't fit. So, the first room, someone was murdered. The second room, it was too small. So we ended up sleeping, all 3 of us, in the master bedroom, in one large air mattress that we bought and placed in the middle of the room. Now what we did was we took and bought 4 electric fans and placed them in each corner of the bed because there was no air conditioning. It was really hot. So at nights, every night for that month, on the left-hand side, Roberta would sleep on the left. In the middle, Faisal would sleep. And my body on the right. And every night when my cousin would have a bad dream, he would move, he would tussle. And when he would jump, I would fall off the bed. I would go to sleep seeing him with a shirt. And when I wake up in the morning, instead of seeing the rising sun, I would see the naked shirtless body. For 90 BD, it was not worth it. At nights, I would walk to the bathroom and I would step on a stone. Wait, there were no stones in this apartment. There was just dust. So I would lift up my foot and see that there would be a huge cockroach. And I thought I killed it. I stepped on it. But then it walked away without a scratch. And I weighed 80 kilos at the time. It was a Superman version of the cockroach. Every day, we would try to make our lives a little bit better. So we would purchase an ice box, fill it with ice. And for the first time in 2 weeks, we actually had a cold Pepsi. We were so happy. It was a blessing from God. But when the ice melted, we never used it again. But the most valuable thing in a hotel, in a room, that you must ever get is hot water. Every morning, we would be not waken up by our alarm clocks or roosters or dogs. No. It would be the call of one of the 3 musketeers in the bathroom, screaming because the water is too cold. We would have to take that ritual every morning, drowsy, take that bucket of nice cold water, place it over our sleepy heads, and then splash. Ah, it is so cold! And we were waking up. These are the things that we have to pay for and suffer because we spent 30 BD for a whole month because we decided to be cheap in a foreign country. My fellow Toastmasters, we are there, we travel to vacation to be in pleasure, to enjoy ourselves. So next time, when you travel to a neighboring country, don't pay 30 BD for an apartment. Go to the Holiday Inn. And please, I let you know from now, I'm not sponsored by them, but yes, go to the Holiday Inn. Back to you.